Yo guys, this is we back in a video. Today video, the All-Star squad has been announced, and then I'll tell you the Indigenous All Stars, Mãori All Stars squad. So yeah, before the video, be sure to smash the button, comment down below, and be subscribed. Let's get started. So let's start with the Indigenous 2022 All-Star squad. So Albert Kelly, Alex Johnson, Anu Furfield, Brandon Dwindle, David Furfield, Hamza Fide, aka the Hammer, Jack Bird, Jermaine Tunor-Brown, Jesse Waymian, Josh Adaka, aka the Fox, Josh Cowan, Josh Kerr, Tony Staggs, Nico Hines, Rubin Cotter, Wayne James, Solomon Cobo, Taro Fomohono, Will Kenny and Will Smith. Albie Kelly, of course, his experience. 5'8" for the Broncos. And yeah, successful experience 5'8" for the Broncos. Last year, of course, I saw him play against the Storm, Indigenous round, of course. So yeah. Alex Johnson, the back-to-back top try scorer. Of course, he's such a good player, Alex Johnston, AJ. He's such a good player, Alex Johnston, so yeah. Next up is Andrew Furfield. He's a good Sharks prop. Andrew Furfield, he's a good Sharks prop, like I'm telling you. He's a good Sharks Connello's prop. Brandon Dwindle, I believe he played for the Sharks as well. Brandon Dwindle, I believe he played for Sharks. Let me know in the comments, does he play for Sharks or not? Brandon Dwindle, I think he does. So yeah, Brandon Dwindle is an experienced Sharks player, of course. So yeah, next up is David Furfield. He's a gun, David Furfield, like I'm telling you, he's a gun. He likes pushing of other players with his hands, of course. So yeah, David Furfield. Next up is Hamza Fido, aka the Hammer. So the Hammer, he's such a good center for the Cowboys. And yeah, he's such a good center for the Cowboys. Next up is Jack Bird. Jack Bird he used to play for the Dragon. He used to play for the Broncos. Now it's at the Dragons. He's a good center at the Dragons. Wait, I believe he played at the Dragons. Now, so yeah. Next up is Jermaine Tunor-Brown. He's a former Warrior. So yeah, now he's going to the Cowboys. Jermaine Tunor-Brown. I hope he does good there. Next up is Jesse Waymian. So Jesse Waymian, he's such a good Shark center. So yeah. Next up is Josh Adaka, aka the Fox. The Fox, of course, he's gone to the Bulldogs. He's a former Storm and Tiger. Of course, he's gone to the Bulldogs this year, of course. So yeah, hope he plays good in Indigenous side. Next up is Josh Cowan. So Josh Cowan, oh man, he's such a good player, Josh Cowan. He's a Warrior, second row. He can play second row. Hooker, dummy half, number 9 for the Warriors. So yeah, Josh Cowan, I hope he does good as well. Next up is Josh Kerr. So Josh Kerr, he's such a good player, man. So yeah, he's a good Dragons player, Josh Kerr. So yeah. Next up is Tony Staggs. So Tony Staggs, he's also a good center for the Broncos, of course. So yeah. Next up is Nico Hines. So Nico Hines, of course, he's such a good player. Nico Hines, of course, I can call him former Storm now, because he's a former Storm, and now he's going to the Sharks. So next up is Rubin Cotter. Rubin Cotter, he's such a good dummy half for the Cowboys, of course. So yeah. Next up is Wayne James. Wayne James, he's such a good. He's a former Bulldog. No, he's a former Raider. I believe he's Bulldog. Does he play? No, he's a former Raider, Titan, and Exeter. So yeah. Next up is Salim Cobo. So Salim Cobo, of course, he's a young player. Salim Cobo and Selwyn Cobo, of course. So yeah, he's a young kid that played for Wynnum fullback in Broncos. So yeah. Now next up is Tawel Funuono. Formoano. So Tawel, he's such a good. He is such a good Dragons second row or whatever it plays. So yeah, next up is Will Kennedy. So Will Kennedy is such a good Sharks fullback. And then last but not least is Will Smith. He's such a good. He's such a good Eels player, and the coach is Laurie Daly. Now the Mãori All Stars 2022 All-Star squad: Brittany Nicola, Chanel House Davida, Dylan Walker, Ian Clark, Isai Masters, James Fisher-Harris, Jady Nicoima, wow, Jazz Davanga, Jordan Rapina, Joseph Tarpenny, Kenny Bromwich, Kevin Proctor, Cody Nicoima, Morgan Harper, Pamasami Solo, Patrick Herbert, William Smith, Royce Hunt, TC Wapati, and Kapu Ki Tapu. So Brittany Nicola, so he's such a good Sharks second row. Sorry guys, so yeah, he's such a good Sharks second rower, and Brittany Nicola, so yeah, Shana House Davida, most likely panning up with SJ, Sean Johnson in the halves in 2022. But we're not talking about the Wise, we're talking about the All-Stars game. So Shana House Davida, I reckon he would be halfback. So yeah, he's a good Warriors halfback. Dylan Walker. So Dylan Walker, he's also a good backup. Dummy half, or Walker, or number 9, so yeah. So next up is Ian Clark. So Ian Clark, of course, Dylan Walker played for Manly. So Ian Clark, he's a former tight end. He's gone to the Eels, I believe. He's gone to the Eels, Ian Clark. So yeah, I hope he does good. Next up is Isai Masters. He's a good Tigers. Right. Is that I don't know what team does Isai Masters play. The Cowboys? I'm not sure. James Fisher-Harris. He's a good. No, that's James Fisher-Harris, and that's David Furfield. So James Fisher-Harris, he's just a good experience playing this prop, and I hope he did do good in the All-Stars. So yeah. Next up is Jady Nicoima. So Jady Nicoima is returned to the NRL, of course. So yeah. He used to play for Wizards in 2018. He's joining my team, the Storm, of course. So yeah. Next up is Jazz Davanga. So Jazz Davanga, he's such a good Warriors. I'm about to say Warriors prop, but no, that's Joseph Tarpenny, which I will be talking to him about him soon. So Jazz Davanga is a good Warriors lock, of course. So yeah. Next up is Jordan Rapina. So Jordan Rapina is such a good way. He's winger man. So yeah, I hope he does good. Now, that man I'm talking before, Joseph Tarpenny, is a good way. He's lock. So yeah. Next up is Kenneth Bromwich. He's such a good Storm second rower, and I hope he improves well against the Indigenous All Stars. Next up is Kevin Proctor. So Kevin Proctor, he's a former Storm. He used to play for Melbourne in 2017-2018. So yeah. And now he's at the Titans. Now next up is Jody Nikuimi's brother, Cody Nikuima. So Cody Nikuima is good 5'8" for the Y's. No, SJ is 5'8", like an inch now. How's the Vida? By halfback for, of course, like I said before, I'm not talking about Y's, I'm talking about the Usos game. Next up is Morgan Harper. So Morgan Harper is a good. I don't mind him, Morgan Harper. Don't mind Morgan Harper. So yeah, he's a Seagulls centre. Next up is Palmer Sammy Salo. So Palmer Sammy, that's a wait. What team does he play for? I'm not sure. So next up is Patrick Herbert. So Patrick Herbert, that's a good Titan centre. So yeah, next up is William Smith. So William Smith, he's a good Storm centre, of course, and I've been improved against the Indigenous also on Saturday night. So yeah, I Combat Stadium on February the 12th. Next up is Royce Hunt. I believe he always played for the Knights, no? Royce Hunt. Yeah, he does actually. So yeah, Royce Hunt, he improves well against the Indigenous All Stars. TC Wapati, next up is TC Wapati. So TC Wapati make his debut. I believe he made his debut around 11 or 12 against Melbourne. So yeah, Nasi Panolese, last player is Takipa Kiha Takipa. So I never heard of him. I'm guessing he played for Roosters. So yeah, and the coach is David Kidwell. So here guys, that's the Indigenous and Mãori All Stars squad for 2022. So hey guys, that's about it. Be sure to smash the button, comment down below, and be subscribing to us. Peace.